Hey, good morning, everyone. Welcome to a little Sunday morning weather update. Good to have you here. Let me turn down the sound, which I always have to do because I always forget that my volume is turned up. So, hello, hello, hello. Good to be with you on a Sunday, working today, just checking things out. And want to say hi to you guys. Hello, Lori from Warren. Hello, Harry. Matthew, welcome back to the fold. Hello, Phyllis. Brian Sue Thompson, hello to you. Bob Sue, hello to you. Sue, Canadota Lake, hi. Sherry Meter, Crystal River Greeter in Crystal Point, Florida. Good to have you. I'm sure you're glad you're not here. Diane, welcome. Bunny, long time no see. Craig, welcome back. And as you can see from the shake of the camera, hello, Debbie. Hello, Mom. Um, not a whole lot going on other than wind and cold north of 90. And Charlie, good to have you in here. Thanks for being with us this morning. So, I mean, you can see the effect of the wind there, I guess, as you look at the downtown camera, but you don't see a lot of snow falling. And that's the story this morning. You got to go south of 90 where the warnings are. Just an advisory for the lakeshore. Hello, Lori H. And Wendy. Yeah, that's exactly what I was just saying, Wendy. How about South Route 8 from Erie to Titusville? Anything south of 90s, still under a warning. Hi, Kim. Long time no see. Bill, welcome back. Good to see you, sir. So I'll give you a few shots north of 90 here, just so you can see, places like downtown, and we'll go over to the airport. A lot of clouds. You can see a few flurries every now and then in that shot. And over to Girard for you West County enthusiasts. People moving out and about um, on Main Street there. But the snow accumulation and the amount of snow falling is nothing to write home about. Back to the Bayfront in Erie we go. But you can see there, let me bring that back for a second. The big problem last night was the roads, snow covered and slippery because snow that fell during the day kind of melted as it hit the pavement, and then it refroze as the temperatures dropped. So it's good to see them still treating the roads, even if you didn't get a lot of snow, because all the temperatures are way below normal. And you can see the wind there too as you take a look at the dock, the bay, the peninsula, and the lake. And one more shot by the lake. This is from the Land Lighthouse across to the Coast Guard station. Water's running in the channel, clouds in the sky, birds flying around, but not a whole lot of that. And there's downtown Edinburgh. So a little bit different story there. Flakes more numerous. Obviously, the accumulations are more numerous there. And I can always take you in a little bit closer here. And I will get back to your comments, but I got them on a different page here. And I just want to operate the cameras for you now, just so you can see the conditions as we go around the area. So obviously the snow belt's getting the worst of it, including you guys down in Meadville. Here is Chestnut Street in Meadville, and good swath of snow there. Couple more for you. Also in Crawford County, go over to Conneaut Lake, shot of Ice House Park, Route 326 down here, and low visibility as you look towards the other end of the lake. And finally, for you guys, like Lori Coming Sweet over in Warren, that's downtown Warren by Veterans Bridge, Soldiers and Sailors statue. That's Warren General Hospital right there. Pennsylvania Avenue, Hickory Street, obviously some snow over in the Warren area. So let me get back to you guys, talk a little bit about it, try to answer your questions. I have an IV bag of coffee, therefore I am awake at this time of day. Um, anyway, when will the wind stop? Maybe tomorrow. You know how it is. We're a windier city than Chicago. Thank you, Kim. Snowbelt Town, snowing hard in Corey. Good morning, Tammy. What time is the warning done? 2 p.m. David, me too. Scott from Arizona, how's it out there? Thank you, Connie from Bear Lake. Thank you, Dan Price. Yes, a lot of people loving heat. This is the last weekend of winter. So there you go. And it's March. Thank you, Blaine from Riceville. Yep, there you go. North of 90, different story. Still cold everywhere, right? Cheesecake for breakfast. Oh my gosh. Send me a piece. So we'll do a few little maps, a few little shot of the radar too. And again, if you guys have any questions, forecast is pretty much self-explanatory. So just here we go. Little details for you. And again, we'll go radar coast to coast just because I know there's a few of you out there that are viewing from outside the area. So we love to see our former Erie residents and folks that used to live here or, snowbirding or whatever you want to call it. So let me just go national here. These are just estimated temperatures. So I'll do a couple of them for you guys because I know of at least two people here that are not in the local broadcast area. So I want to go over first to Arizona to our friend Scott. I know you're up in Cottonwood over here by Prescott and beautiful Sedona. So Scott experiencing temperature about 44. And I know Sherry, you are with us. And thanks for coming in from Crystal River on the west coast of Florida. So let me find you. I think you're in this general area. Yeah, I think I'm getting it. And temperature in your area might just be a little bit different than ours. So I'm just going to use Dunalon. 46 right now. Wow. It's cool for Florida, but it is March. So there you go. And you guys in the desert Southwest and the humid Southeast, about the same. But of course, up here, like in Chicago and closer to home here where we do have these warnings, lake effect snow warning in southern Erie. And I'll show you those in a minute, but like 20 degrees. So there you be. I want to do national. Just bear with me. I'm not the best in the morning, but I'm here for you guys. Uh, so you can see some bands of lake effect snow, but more importantly, the heaviest stuff is over here going from Cleveland into Mercer County. All right. And there's, scattered snow showers everywhere. Another band here in Chautauqua County, right here in the Cattaraugus. But more importantly, the lakeshore in the purple in the winter weather advisory. And you saw on the cameras there, not that big of a deal. Southern Erie, Crawford, Southern Ashtabula, they're all lake effect snow warnings. Advisory for New York State, if any of you are viewing from Chautauqua County or the lakeshore of Ashtabula County. But you notice all this stuff, it's all expiring at 2 o'clock. So the cameras tell the story, but, this whole thing is winding down in the next few hours. And as you look at the nation as a whole, you can see there's snow in Kentucky and Tennessee and continue. These guys in the South just continuing to get nailed with freeze warnings and freeze watches. I mean, you're looking at places like the Carolinas, Tennessee, Arkansas, Northeast Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Northwest Florida, portion of Georgia. It's pretty darn cold down there. And again, we can use these high resolution temperatures estimates. I mean, Atlanta, about freezing. Nolens, 37. Outer Banks in North Carolina, 46. Birmingham, Jackson, Baton Rouge, Dallas, Little Rock, Nashville. I mean, that's cold. So that is your nationwide temperature regime. And again, I'll flip it back to radar here just to show you that there's still hucklebuck, as we like to call it, in California. But rest of you, well, it's and I will check severe weather for those of you who may be viewing from out of town. Nothing really today from the Storm Prediction Center. Some thunderstorms out west for tomorrow, and Tuesday, a little thunderstorm activity in the Midwest. So nothing really new there. So that's for you guys out of town. And so we'll take a look at some temperatures moving back closer to home, and I'll go back and check out any of your questions if you have any. And if you got some snow reports, I'm always interested in then, perhaps some estimates or measurements of what you guys have wherever you are. That's very helpful to us here. So get back through the screen here, see what you got. Miriam, what does Wednesday look like? Very nice. Sure, chilly but refreshing. We'll only reach 65. Wear a hoodie. 65 would be great. I'm sure that's beautiful. Jim was in Chico, California, driving back to Canadota here in Pennsylvania. All right, good for you. Who said that? Kathy, tell me who said it's going to continue snowing all day. I would like to know that. That's really a bold forecast. As I was saying here, and I'll go back to my radar here just to show you guys. And again, just bear with me. I am not a morning person. I have had ample coffee, but still need more, obviously. So yeah, just to review here. All right, we're going back home to Erie County. Here's the deal. The warnings and the advisories are until 2 p.m. So it's not that you couldn't get a flake or two after that, but it's not going to snow all day, especially if you're up north of 90 where it's not snowing much at all. And Chatty Cathy from Youngsville, good to have you here. See, 2 inches of snow there. Your sister in Cape Girardeau, Missouri at 25, I believe it. March, Harry says March is going out like a lamb. Thank you. That'll help me. Fred and Sue, it's up to Ellie Mae's belly. And if you don't know who Ellie Mae is, it's their beautiful beagle pup. So God bless Ellie Mae. Love that dog. Anybody else checking in? Got some questions, comments, ideas? I'll do a 7-day forecast in just a minute, but always like to hear your stories. Diana, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Get back to my stuff here and stay with it, Tom. Okay, so there's the maps. There, we'll go back to temperatures here and all things weather, with maybe some other stuff. Did you have a good St. Patrick's Day? Those of you who deal with St. Patrick's Day, it was pretty good here. A little wet, but it was okay, and it was on a Friday, of course, which helps a lot of people. I'm just thumbing through just to check out some pictures. So don't mind me. There's your temperatures all around the area, up and down. And here's Ellie Mae. If you want to know what Ellie Mae looks like, that's Ellie Mae. She is a cutie. So yeah, that's why you guys are in the warning. How much snow do you have there, Kat? Kim, thanks. 5 inches on the ground in Corey. Additional 2. Oh, you're making us look good. Thank you. Marion, good to see you. Jen Forever Young, hello. Steve from Franklin, awesome. And what does the bug think about all the snow? Ah, nice. I don't have her with me right now. She may be joining me later today. I'm working today, and so doing the shows. Probably do another little Facebook Live Where else? What else? All right. So as far as the bug is concerned, the bug loves the snow. You guys know that, you know. So I'm sure I took her out this morning before I came here, and she was a little groggy because I had to wake her up. But I think this is last Monday, and you put a scarf on her, you take her out. She gets extra energy. She feels and sees that snow, and she just starts prancing around like the old cattle dog that she was. Of course, she's a lot older now, but she still gets that little burst of energy. So, uh, if you watch the show later tonight, Junebug will be here, God willing, and the creek don't rise. So, thank you for asking, and we appreciate it. Here's let me see if I can get you some temps. Probably what's really important is the wind chill factors too, because that's the way it feels outside. So, Robert, thank you. Panama, New York. Yep, you're gonna have to plow. Only an inch of snow at Franklin. Thank you. Son, are you up north of 90, Justina? Because that's where it's less intense. The roads, I drove on 90, Susan, and I know that's not in Union City, but they're out there working on them, but it's winter driving conditions. They can still be snow covered and slippery. Thank you, Kathy from Edinburgh. Yep, thanks for that excellent measurement. You're welcome, Kim. So, you guys in the snow belts, Corey, Edinburgh, Union City, I'm sure you're getting your share. Um, yeah, I guess, Jen, at least you don't have to drive in it. It was wicked last night. Remember, when everything froze and people were banging into each other all over the place? It was not fun. So today, I mean, look, the temperatures are in the 20s, the wind chills are in the single digits and teens. Don't forget your winter driving skills. Yeah, and Gerard shouldn't be a whole lot. Thank you, Eric from Linesville. Uh, Harrison, good to see you. One of my students from my severe and unusual weather class. How's it going, bud? Be safe out there. And he's giving me, this kid knows meteorology. Barron was slippery, and that's good. You guys that are asking about roads. Now, Barron's north of 90. South of 90's got more snow, harder to keep up with. So just remember, if he says it's slippery in Barron, it's probably slippery in Union City. And that's another great comment there. Four-wheel drive doesn't work in ice. Please remember that. All right. And see, there's nice measurement. 1 inch to the north of 90. You guys coming in with like 8 inches in Edinburgh and all kinds of other hucklebuck. So, word to the wise. You guys know it's still winter if you've lived here any amount of time. What else can I show you? Let me find any other requests from the gallery here. Want to get you guys situated and show you what's going to go on from here on out. See what we got. Boom, boom, boom. Is that a little bit better? Forecast. Obviously, probably only making it back to freezing today, and maybe not to freezing in some areas. So then look after that. Where's the snow? It's south of 90. I'll show you cameras in a minute. We'll go back to them. We'll get you to a forecast so you know what's going on the rest of the time. But basically, just some decent weather coming, right? Eventually. I mean, the high's up around 50. That's pretty good for us. So we're headed in the right direction, I would say. Here's temperatures around the country, and you guys can see, a lot of the country, including the deep south, is cold this morning. The warmest weather in the southwest and the southeast, and things are going to improve. Do a little maps, and in fact, maybe I can pick off anybody else here from out of town other than Scott and Sherry. I can pick off a couple out of town cameras. Maybe because you guys are in the southwest and southeast, maybe show all of us up here freezing in the lakes. A little bit of an idea of what's going on down in your area. Here's the stats from yesterday. If you're keeping score at home, 35 and 21. Normals are 45 and 28. So, yes, it's cold and eerie. And so let me do a couple maps just to give you some hope. And I can open this up a little bit too. So basically the snow is going away. Let me get a map that moves. That would be helpful. There we are. So let's try that again. Stop giving me Hucklebuck. I don't like it. Do we have a map? Do we have a computer problem here? No. All right, so the blue goes away. It's still cold today and tonight. The red comes in. See that red? It's also sunny tomorrow. We start a warm up. And it's even stronger winds out of the south on Tuesday. A few more clouds. We're going all the way to Wednesday. More beautiful weather. Some showers could come in later in the day. But as long as you see the reds there, it's a lot different than the blues. I guess that's why they call it the blues. So let me see if I can conjure up a 7-day here for you. Now there might be some icons on here. Ooh, no, this is clean. So let me play this for you guys so you can see what the next 7 look like. So, I mean, from winter to spring. And spring, of course, starts tomorrow at 5:24 in the afternoon. So Mother Nature observing the calendar, which is always nice, right? Last full day of winter, this is what's going on, right? Thank you. Appreciate that, Susan. Thank you, Tim. Appreciate that. Yes, Faith is happy for spring. Good morning, Adam Ripley. Thank you for that report. Lineville and Conneautville. Glad you have hope, Jen Forever Young. Hope springs eternal, especially with a forecast like this. So it's not bad, it's not bad. Just looking, some people are sending me some stuff. If Kayla is on here, thank you for that. That's a nice video. But, spring comes and spring temperatures come up. And, showers by Thursday and Friday. Maybe it turns cooler next weekend. We shall see. Hey, thanks for those props. I really appreciate it. The old men are hanging in here. Really appreciate you. It's we share the work. I've known Tommy D since I moved to Erie in 1988. Great friend, great meteorologist. We make it work. even with less staff. We're here for you. Thank you, Wendy. Thank you, Julie. Any idea Union City snow? Marion's ready for spring. Karen D is here. And so, like I said, there's a couple of you guys here from other places. So I want to try to, for our purposes here, get a little bit of a perspective, a warmer perspective. How's that? Okay, so let me give you back the maps, and we'll go from cold to warm. Now, this is just going to take me a sec because I got to find the out-of-town cameras and switch the maps here. But there's your hope for beautiful, spring-like weather coming in for spring. And here is the reality of what we're seeing around our area. Of course, that's Warren. And even though part of this camera is obscured, you can see it's snowing there, right? So we'll do quick around the area, and then we shall do a couple of out-of-town cameras. Thank you, Julie, for that. Really appreciate it. And you're welcome. So, again, if you're south of 90, it's still wicked, right? So here's Meadville, for those of you guys in Meadville, Chestnut Street coming at you. Still snowing, roads snow covered and slippery. Here is Edinburgh, which you guys have told me around 8 inches. Okay. Here is Conneaut Lake. Again, snowing, low visibility. Here is G-Town Girard. They're out. Is the diner open? Is that why they got all these cars here? Breakfast sounds good. And here is somebody was also, Justina, I think, saying, the sun's coming out. And you can see a few flurries here downtown, but basically a lot of wind as you look at a churned up bay, probably some whitecaps. You can almost see the whitecaps on the bay here. A lot of wind. In fact, I could zoom this a little bit. It's gonna bounce a little more, and then we're gonna go southwest and southeast just to warm us up. But I mean, it's basically a wicked wind here. Downtown, not a lot of snow. And you can almost see the shadows of the sun as I take you into the bay here. The birds, I don't know how much they like it, but you can see the whitecaps here. All right, sorry about the crazy shake. I'll just go somewhere else locally, like ERI if you're flying in and flying out, whatever you're doing. Cloudy, breezy. So let me just try to get a couple warmer spots for the warmer spot people that are here. So bear with me. We got Arizona, we got Florida. So hang on, Arizona and Florida. That would be Scott and Sherry. So hang on. Scott's out in Cottonwood. Now, I don't have a camera in Cottonwood, but I should have one in Phoenix. So if you got friends, family, interests, this will be the stadium in Glendale where they played the Super Bowl. You will not see any snow here. So for those of you who snowbird or retire or live or want to snowbird or retire or live, that is Glendale, Arizona. Read it and weep. The sun's coming up. Remember, they're 3 hours earlier than us. Does Arizona observe daylight saving time? I know they didn't used to. I like them for that. Much different than what, Dawn Marie? The downtown Erie? Did you see the Edinburgh camera? I think that's probably representative of you guys. All right. Oh, that's so cool. I love it. I want them to do away with it. This crazy stuff messes up everybody, including the weather guys, because the weather guys get data later. You got to wait an extra hour. Hi, Thomas Carlucci. All right, and Sherry, I think you're still there. Yeah, you're still there. So I'm going to try to get over to the Sunshine State and see if I can't. If they still have the camera over there. Oh, yes, they do. So they actually have one in Crystal River. I believe it's a resort. Oh, you guys are going to love this. We feel sorry for your 65-degree high today. Here you go. This is going to be Crystal River, Florida, the plantation. Not bad. Looks nice. So it's a full service weather department. Yes, they can. Yeah, they can stop pushing this idea of daylight saving time um, all year long. I've said this before on this venue. Again, weather is a two-sided coin. So is daylight saving time. I do not relish an idea of a 8:45 sunrise in December here. I do not. So you take away from one end of the clock, you give to the other. It's never a win-win. Leave it alone, or just abolish daylight saving time completely. Go on standard time. Anyway, I'll get off my. Do I have Pasadena, Maryland, Jen Young? I know I had one of the Baltimore Zoo at one point. So, all right, let us go north for a second. Let me see. Now, I don't know what kind of a shot this is going to be. I'll take a look here, whether they're taking a picture. It's the Maryland. Oh, this is nice. This is the Maryland Zoo, my hometown of Baltimore. So, and I was taken there as a wee lad by my grandma. Oh, look at that. We got pelicans in, I think that's a pelican. That is live shot of the Maryland Zoo in Baltimore. Very nice. Ooh, it looks, oh man, we got underwater creatures too. This almost looks like Florida, except there are no palm trees. Are those baby seals? That is so cool. What a great shot. Well, lots of sunshine there. So there's a unique, see? Our weather shows are, thanks, Blaine. Thanks for your support. Okay, well, good stuff, Sherry. Oh, to be in the plantation. Faith has been there. You're welcome, Jen Forever Young. That's an awesome shot. You know, I usually do my show at night, so it's always dark. Maybe that's one of the zookeepers. So it's kind of nice to do that. Wow, my place of birth, Bulmer. All right. So anyway, any other questions, comments, and ideas for the good of the order as we wind it down? Yeah, good to have you all here. Nice little weather update for you. As you know, the bug saw TD about a couple weeks ago. They've kissed and made up a long time ago. The bug and TD get along very well. Isn't that awesome? Yeah, the problem is I use it in my shows, and my shows are usually after dark. So I don't get to see nice shots like this. All right. Well, anything else for the good of the order? It's great to have you all here. Better bring this back closer to home here for our purposes. I know we got a great shot of St. Mary's up here. I like to use this one. get you back to Pennsylvania. And for those of you who may not be in Pennsylvania or in warmer places, hope you appreciate. And there's downtown St. Mary's, Pennsylvania, with flurries and their beautiful diamond in the middle of the town there. That's a little bit nippier, kids. A little bit nippier. All right. All right. Well, if that's it, then that's it. I thank you all for joining us. Obviously, Erie and Northwestern Pennsylvania residents, this will be winding down, but take it easy on the roads and dress warmly because the wind chills are in the single digits. Um, for any camera, Cody, I don't think I have Wyoming cameras. I can check real quick before I say goodbye, but I don't think I have Wyoming cameras. I got them in a lot of places. I got them in Honolulu. That's always nice. Sorry, closest I have is Denver. So here's a beautiful Denver shot for all of you. The mountains of Colorado. From St. Mary's, PA to Denver. Ah, that's pretty. All right, you guys, take care of yourselves and each other. Make the most of the weather wherever you are. And I'll be back later tonight, as usual. For those of you who don't turn into a pumpkin at midnight, we will do another weather nightcap. And you never know, depending on time and weather, may do a Facebook Live or what we used to call a weather diversion before that in the evening hours for those of you who keep normal sleeping habits. All right, take care, be safe, have a great Sunday, and see you on down the road. Thanks for watching.